How you start your morning determines how your day goes. Being productive, being happy, being in control of your life, it has nothing to do with when you get up. It has everything to do with how you get up.
Like how a lot of people do, they pick up their phone the first thing and they start reacting and driving distraction and reaction, as opposed to proactively spending time with self-care and self-love.
Usually before the sun comes up, I offer myself to something greater than myself.
Your champagne moment when you're looking back at the end of the day, saying, yes, today was a great day. Today I crushed it. Today I won.
What a wonderful...
With all of this chaos, this distraction surrounding you, advertisers constantly fighting for your eyeballs, the uncontrollable, uncertain, disarrayed labyrinth of life, it is crucial to find comfort in a routine. Our actions, which form habits, is the one thing we can control. A routine is the rock amongst the constantly changing world.
Hello Stardust, welcome back to Radical Raspberry, where I make radical videos about holistic health and self-improvement. If that intrigues you, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and thumbs this video up if you enjoyed. One of the easiest ways to be great: do what the greats have already done. Don't reinvent the wheel, right? Just use that template and build from it. Some of the greats that I admire who have attained the same attributes that I aspire to cultivate, peace and success, are Oprah Winfrey, Mel Robbins, Louise Hay. If you have wanted to make a morning routine for some time, but you don't really know where to start, I find it so much easier to just copy other people and then learn from there and start to hone in on what it is that you personally like. In order to do this, the first thing you're going to have to do is sleuth. Get your sleuth on. I've been sleuthing, I've been researching, I've been figuring out these blessed people's morning routines, and it's kind of overwhelming. It's a bit overwhelming because it's like everyone does so many things. I don't really know, is that what I really want to do? But I think I'm just in the point of my day where I'm tired. I've been researching for like a couple hours now and I just am kind of done with it. After doing that and getting my sleuth on, that's when you actually implement those morning routines. This is how those routines went.
What a wonderful...
When Louise Hay wakes up, since she is the queen of affirmations, she hugs a bit tighter into her pillows and she expresses gratitude for her bed. Not just for her bed, she expresses gratitude for the day ahead.
Thank you, bed. Thank you, bed. Thank you, bed. You're so cozy. Thank you for keeping my body warm, protected, and supported throughout the night. Today is a good day. Today is a really good day.
After Louise brushes her teeth, she stretches her body. I read that she has a bar somewhere that she will hang off of and do exercises, so I attempted to do that with the shower bar. A huge part of Louise Hay's philosophy is mirror affirmations, so I attempted to do a bit of those.
Be Frankie.
Wait, you want me to go back in bed? Okay, I can get behind that. For about 2 hours, Louise Hay stays in her bed. To be back in bed after waking up feels counterintuitive for me. I'm so used to getting out of bed, and once I get out of bed, I make my bed and I make sure I don't go back into my bed. I feel really relaxed, to be honest. I'm gonna relinquish in this and I'm going to pick out multiple books actually. So I'm gonna journal for about 2 hours. I'm not gonna set an alarm clock. I'm just gonna kind of roughly estimate. And that's what I like about this routine so far, is how simple it is. So Stardust, I just finished Louise Hay's morning routine. I do feel like that was some soul work. Like, I mainly read, I'll show you. I mainly read Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, and I journaled about it, and then afterwards I sat in a meditation. That's how relaxed I am now, that I cannot articulate the word meditation. It was really nice. Like, I feel good. Like I said, I feel like that was like some intense soul work. It was releasing beliefs and creating new beliefs, and I haven't indulged in that in a while. I feel energized in the sense that I am more hopeful, content with where I am. Physically, my body doesn't feel pumped. I don't see this being a daily routine. The affirmation part and speaking in the mirror, that part I could do every day. The entirety of it, I don't think it will work for me, but thank you, Louise, for allowing my mind to feel very peaceful currently. It just feels weird to spend all that time and not even be dressed. Time to get dressed.
What a wonderful.
Oprah does not set an alarm, which is something I can entirely get around, get in front of, get behind. Who wants to set an alarm? Her mornings focus on nature, on her animals, and so she normally takes her dogs for a walk. I don't have dogs, I have cats, so I gave them some love, and then I took my doggy self for a walk. And I must admit, I enjoyed this a lot more than I expected to. I just had to remind myself that I have more than enough time, because walking for 20-30 minutes seemed to be time consuming to me, and I'm not used to spending that much time just walking in the morning, but it was very peaceful and grounding. Then, the second part that I can also completely get behind, get around, and get on is having coffee. Whereas Louise only had a tea, I missed my morning coffee. But something that got brought to my awareness is that when I make coffee, it's typically because I'm going to work and I'm like rushing drinking it. Something that Oprah talks about is mindfully drinking the coffee, which is something that I got to do. I got to just sit down and mindfully drink it while reading some spiritual books. Yeah, it really reminded me the power of mindful eating, which is a topic that I would like to review in a future video. If you're interested in mindful eating, let me know in the comments below. After mindfully enjoying that coffee and reading some spiritual readings, it's time to meditate. Let's connect with that outer inner power, whatever it is. Let's just relax. And then after Oprah meditates, she works out, which I felt really good because a lot of times I say I'm going to work out, and then by the end of the day I'm just like, haha, I'm tired, I don't want to do that. Watching TV sounds way better. So it was really nice to get that done with in the morning, and it definitely energized my body with my mind.
What a wonderful.
To begin, Mel Robbins advocates for not having your phone in your bedroom. So I put it in the bathroom, and when I first woke up, I went to the bathroom, and then I flipped it over. Don't even touch it, okay? Then she advocates for letting your mind wander, which is something that I struggled with, and then I started journaling.
From what I gather, Mel Robbins isn't incredibly specific on what she does, but she does this 30 before 30. What's included in it is like working on a project for 15 minutes on that project that you chose to do it first thing in the morning, because that is when you're more productive. She talks about changing your mindset to becoming a student of the big dream that you have, instead of being like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to open a restaurant. Say I'm going to learn about opening a restaurant. That's what I did for something that I've wanted to do for a while. And I'm gonna go learn about it for 15 minutes and then go on. She says that she does yoga and meditation, which I got from that Facebook post, then a cold shower and some coffee, and that seems to be it. It is nice to journal. I feel a lot more organized with my day. I feel like I'm still not completely comprehending of like letting your mind wander. I tried to ask like, what good do you want to do today? And that can kind of guide your mind to doing something. I'm 100% behind not using your phones in the morning. I've already kind of done that, so it's not very difficult for me.
Researching something for 15 minutes was far less overwhelming, and I felt really productive first thing in the morning. Combining that productivity with meditation and yoga was like the perfect combination of exactly what I've been looking for.
After completing those 3 killer successful woman morning routines, it's time to personalize my own. As you perform those morning routines, just take note of things that you like and things you don't like, and then afterwards it's time for you to write those things down and be like, I liked this, I didn't like this is what I'm going to implement in my life. Try to hone it down to about 3 things, because if you're trying to take on too much, which I've tried to do so many times before, you just don't do anything, you get burnt out real quick, it's just not good. And if I learned anything from my cold shower challenge, it's the power of one small change and what it does to everything else. If you want to know more specifics about how I created a morning routine after copying these killer millionaire routines, I wrote a blog post about it so that it can break down, it can be a little easier for you to follow what it is I did and a couple things that are important to remember while you are forming your morning routine. Thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to know that there's people like you out there who are trying to better themselves, and not just for yourself but for everybody, because when you feel good, everybody else is going to feel a lot better around you. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out that blog post if you're interested on how I created more specifically the morning routine after copying these women. And as always, don't forget to think beyond and peace.